my lovely students, a very warm welcome to all of you. So you can see on your screen that VIP series is there for you. Very important questions, very important topics are there that we are going to discuss. And this is the chapter is matter around is pure, and this is session number 3 as well. That means we already did 2 important sessions, and I'm asking for the same that please do revise with the help of those videos, because VIP series is again very important to have a proper revision of each and every important topic so that you know what type of questions can come into exams and how to approach that properly. So isn't it like a great thing? So shower your love. Do not forget to share the video, like the video, and definitely subscribe if you're new to this channel. My name is Anubha Ma'am, your chemistry master teacher at Vedantu, and we are going to start right now. Give me a quick high five. Yeah, that's important. Okay, keep the Josh very high. And for Vedantu Pro classes, there is a link in the description box. You just have to visit it, and do not forget to apply the coupon code AGEPRO, because that will give you 20 to 43 to 31% discount on MRP depending upon the course that you're going to choose. So do not miss it, okay? And we'll start with the question number 1. We'll discuss separation techniques basically in this session. So what all other important separation techniques, what kind of questions can come into exams, variety of questions we are going to discuss. All right. So first question is define crystallization. This question can come in exam for 1 mark. And how to attempt it, what exactly is crystallization? Crystallization is a technique that's used to purify an impure substance, okay? And a very important kind of a crystallization process. Also, there was in 7th or 8th class, if you remember, where you were given a copper sulfate crystals and they're like, this is a salt that is given to you, you need to purify it. And you're like, okay, let's crystallize it to get rid of the impurities. First of all, you will put an aqueous solution. You will prepare an aqueous solution of the same. You take water and make an aqueous solution of the same. I must say saturated aqueous solution. What is saturated aqueous solution? Saturated means in which no more amount of salt, no more amount of copper sulfate can be added. That's also a type of salt, okay? You just mixed it. Some of the impurities are not so soluble and settle down at the bottom, and you can definitely filter it, right? All the insoluble impurities separated now. Now the impurities can be still there that is soluble in that water solution, water with my copper sulfate. What will I do next? I'll heat it to make it a super saturated solution. Means I'll heat it in such a way that the volume will reduce to half of it, and then I'll try to cool it. What am I trying to do here? Heating and then cooling it. I am making a super saturated solution so that no more amount of solute can be added. Also, if you cool it down due to decrease in temperature, your pure crystal of copper sulfate can come out, because you're decreasing the solubility as by decreased in the temperature. The crystal of copper sulfate is no more soluble in water now and starts coming out. That's the proper pure crystal, and impurity is still in that water. In that way, I can get the pure crystal of copper sulfate. I have given a very particular example that could be for anything. Even to purify the salt that we get from seawater, we do use crystallization. So isn't it like a great technique? So do not forget it. Crystallization is something that we use to purify an impure substance given to us. You just need to write these 1 to 2 lines. I just told the entire process so that you can have a thorough revision with your Anubha Ma'am. Yeah, everyone. Okay, on this note, please, you can always make some short notes possible, can write bullet points, and can definitely download the session too. All right, next question is, 2 liquids A and B are miscible with each other. Miscible means they are properly soluble into each other. Just like if I take my kerosene, if I take my diesel, they can intermix with each other. Same type of a substance can mix with each other. On the other hand, if I take oil and water and try to mix it, they'll be immiscible. They are not going to be mixed with each other. All right. Now, they are miscible liquids. Which separating technique will you apply to separate the mixture of A and B if the difference in their boiling point is 27 degrees Celsius? So please do remember that when you have the 2 liquids and having difference in their boiling point more than 25 degrees Celsius or more than 25 Kelvin, you can use a normal distillation process. You can use a normal distillation process. Distillation is what? Distillation is a method to get a pure substance, a pure liquid. Distill out means to purify a substance. So the liquid that's having lesser boiling point starts converting to vapors, and we'll condense it down with the help of water condenser. Means they'll convert into liquid, vapor will condense to liquid, and I can separately collect that from the other liquid. So this is distillation, with the help of which I can get my pure liquids in the separate containers. Okay, less than 25 Kelvin we can use fractional distillation. How the two are going to be different, I'll definitely explain that in upcoming questions. All right, let's do one thing as well. Let's try to hit some numbers in terms of number of likes. What do you say? After the session, can we achieve like 300 likes? That's not a very big target to have. Let's see the power of my lovely students, my lovely atoms. I do believe in you guys. You can and you will. You can say that to Anubha Ma'am also. Okay. Why is crystallization technique considered better than simple evaporation to purify solids? It's a very good question and very important question, trust me, just to check whether you are pretty much clear with the concept. So students, whenever you do evaporation, what exactly is evaporation? Suppose I've taken a china dish and I have taken my tripod and I tried heating this solution in china dish, which is suppose my salt with impurities, and I put water into the same. All right, maybe sugar having impurities, I add water into it. I got a sugar solution and I tried evaporating water here to get our respective salt and sugar. The general kind of disadvantages here is there are plenty of substances which we don't know. If we try to heat it for the evaporation method, the solid that are going to be left can be charred as well, can decompose as well. In case of sugar, if sugar get excessive heating, sugar can get charred. Means the carbon present it decompose and we get a charred sugar, black color molasses substances. And there are plenty of other substances. Dye also in the water, just like we get ink from the same, dye can also decompose. So there are plenty of substances that decomposes on direct heating. So we don't prefer evaporation as a very good method. Apart from that, if you try to heat it, you can't get rid of impurities basically. Water will evaporate, but the substance that are going to be left can still contain impurities. So not a good method to purify it in terms of getting rid of impurities as well. Suppose there are volatile and non-volatile impurities. Volatile means that can easily convert to vapors. So when I heat it, they can go. But when I talk about non-volatile impurities, that can still be there in the solution, just like sand particles, non-volatile, can't convert to vapors easily. They can still be there in your salt, sugar, whatever. Not a very good method to have it. So crystallization is a very good method to get rid of impurities and to get our pure substance, definitely. So you have to write these points, these 2 points, and you will get 2 marks completely. All right, the 2 points that I told. You can download the file too. And after that, trust me, if you're following Umang series of Vedantu, you're doing VIP series, very soon we'll start Sprint also. I don't think so you need to do anything else. Just do the practice, that's it. Okay, next question is, what do you understand by the term distillation? Give it one application. It can come for 2 marks as well. I already told you distillation means to distill out to get a pure substance, to purify a liquid. Give it one application. Where do we use distillation? Distillation, I can explain it a bit more. Distillation is a process where a substance having low boiling point or whatever, a substance, specifically I'm talking about a liquid, first convert to vapors, pure vapors of the substance, and then condense it down. We condensed it to again give you the purified liquid, and that I can collect it later. I can show you the entire apparatus also. Just give me a few minutes. That will definitely come. All right. Give it one application. Where do we use distillation? Come on, students. I'm waiting for your response too. Because if I don't get your response, the session is of no mean. You are the one who need to write it properly. So please interact with me. Do let me know your answer. Where do we use it? The method of distillation. There are so many methods. Suppose you are telling that I had alcohol and by mistake I put water into the same and I really wanted to separate it. alcohol with water. You can definitely separate alcohol from water, two liquid miscible into each other, mixed into each other. They have a difference in their boiling point. 78 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius, you can separate it. Fractional distillation can also be a good method. Almost same method, it's just a very tiny change. There's one extra column that are going to be added in fractional distillation. We'll do it, don't worry. Suppose I have acetone also. Acetone is your nail polish remover. Having the boiling point 60 degrees Celsius supposedly, you can check it out, 56 degree or 60 degrees, something like that. If that's there in water, you can separate these two liquids too. There's one more example of day-to-day life that's given. The process is used to obtain wines from the sugarcane juice as well. We use distillation to separate wine kind of alcohol from your sugarcane juice. That's also one or the other application. That was a good question, by the way. Okay, let's think about this question as well and keep responding, keep submitting your answer. While diluting a solution of salt and water, a student by mistake added acetone. Okay, boiling point 56 degrees Celsius. Now it's pretty much sure. I told you that I am just confused between these two numbers. So yeah, this is 56 degrees Celsius. All right. While diluting a solution of salt and water, a student by mistake added acetone. What technique can be employed to get back that acetone? Justify your choice. I think I already told you about the same. So do let me know what could be the answer. I'll count till 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, ma'am. When will you read it? I definitely do the sneak peek. Come into my own session and see your chats as well as see your comments also. Try to reply as well. So definitely we can use distillation, everyone. Why distillation? Because distillation is a method where we can separate two liquids. So acetone we are having, water we are having in that salt. Acetone 56 degrees Celsius, water 100 degree. A big difference in their boiling point. I can use distillation to separate it. Yeah, easy peasy. That's what is written. Acetone is more volatile. Volatile means can easily convert to vapors. Substances having low boiling point are more volatile. Substances low boiling point, carrying low boiling point are more volatile, can convert to vapors easily. Got it, everyone? And now just small information to all the students, specifically to those who are new to the session, that how Vedantu is a platform that can help you to gain 100% knowledge. You can see the efforts already. When I talk about our pro classes, why these are different, these are like amazingly broad in terms of you can come to every session and can attend unlimited live classes in every class. Whenever a concept is done, 15-20 minutes, then quiz, concept quiz, and you will be able to compete with the students throughout the world, a healthy competition, so that you can see where you are and how much improvement you can show in yourself. Interactive replays, whenever you see replay, you're like, I am not in that mode that I'm not attending a live session. It looks like a live session, so interactive. You'll be able to play quizzes in the replay mode also if you miss any session by mistake or by any reason. And you will be able to get and download all the content of Vedantu in terms of all the notes of master teachers. A good opportunity. Doubt solving in each and every class, because a team of master teacher and class teachers will be there. Master teacher 1 and a team of class teachers to definitely solve your doubt, subject matter team, and to make sure that no doubt will remain unanswered. That's what we really want, to fill all the knowledge gap that you're having. 5,000 plus micro courses are there, chapter based courses, and some special teacher led courses. So by mistake, you're not able to get through some particular concepts and you're still facing issues in some particular topics, you can attend their unlimited chapter based courses till the time you're pretty much sure that you can do it now. Like how many times you want, you can do it. Crash courses are special courses that are just started in the upcoming week and from the 2nd January also, for a quick revision. So I don't think you should miss it. It's quite important. So Vedantu believes in this thing that less is more, because in that lesser price you will be able to attend more and more classes. For that, there is a link in description box pinned by Vedantu 910 channel, and Inside it, when you see, there's a link for pro classes. Click it, select CBSE 9th as your class, target CBSE 2021 when you have to give exam. And do not forget to apply the code AGE Pro. AG Ma'am's code AGE Pro, and that will give you discount from 20 to 31% on MRP. For 1 month, the 2699 rupees course will be there for 2159, and for 3 months course that was supposedly for 7999 earlier, after Vedantu discount you will be able to get it 5599, that means 1866 rupees per month. So if I talk about each and every session, it's like paying 11 rupees per session for 1 month course, 9 rupees per session for 3 months course. And I think you should give it a chance, because you'll be able to see the difference and the boost in your confidence and boost in your score as well. Crash courses are going to be awesome one for your revision. Okay, students, so choose your investment wisely, because personal investment is the best investment. I do believe in the same. All right, everyone. Now this is the time for question number 6. Easy peasy. Define chromatography and give its one application. Oh, that's easy. Chroma basically means nothing but color. So what exactly is chromatography? Chroma means color, graphy means graph. So chromatography in very starting was used to separate the color components from a substance, okay? In the terms of a graph, in terms of having it on a paper. I'm talking about a very normal one that's there in your syllabus called as paper chromatography, where you're using a filter paper. A good quality of filter paper is also there, and that is Wattman filter paper. Good quality of filter paper, cellulose properly is arranged in that paper, okay? Very fine quality. So what you have to do in chromatography, if you have a sample having different color components, you can separate all the color components based on the difference in the solubility of those components in the solvent, okay? Suppose when I talk about ink, what exactly is ink? Ink is a mixture of so many dyes in water. So water here is the solvent, and dyes here is the different solute present, colored component present. I can separate all the colored components from the dye because they will have a difference in their solubility in this water, and when water will rise on that filter paper, having a spot of the ink, all of the color component will also rise because they're soluble in the water, but the one that will reach to the maximum height is the one that's maximum soluble. The one that's at the lowest position is the one that's minimum soluble in the water. On the basis of that technique, I can separate all the colored components. All right, and where do we use it apart from that? To separate the colored pigments from the flowers also. If anyone had drugs, to have that drug amount from their blood, what exactly was the drug that they had used, that can also be detected with the help of chromatography. Yeah, so I think this is pretty much clear. Yeah, and I hope you had seen our Umang series as well. You can see it on Hindi channel also, so that you can revise it completely as well. Question number 7 says, state the principle of separating two immiscible liquids that are not able to mix with each other by separating funnel. We use a separating funnel. I'll show you the diagram. Describe an activity with diagram to separate a mixture of water and kerosene oil. What exactly is the technique that helps to separate two immiscible liquid which are not able to mix with each other? That's nothing but their difference in the density. Your oils are a bit lighter in nature than water and having a kind of heterogeneous mixture. When I put it in a separating funnel, I'll show you the separating funnel. This is the separating funnel. On the upside there will be kerosene oil because that's a bit lighter in nature. Downside there will be water because comparatively heavier in nature. And due to difference in their density, I'll put it into a separating funnel. This funnel is separating funnel having a stopcock. When you open it, your water starts coming and you can collect it till the point there will be no kerosene oil, and then you'll remove it, and then you can have kerosene oil in your separating funnel, or you can take a different beaker and can collect your kerosene oil as well. So this is also easy peasy. For immiscible liquids, what method you're going to use? A separating funnel. On the basis of their density, I can separate both of the liquid that is given to me. They can give you more than 2 liquids, but that's the simple cases that is going to come into exam. So let's not complicate. All the steps are also given. So you can download the file and can note down proper steps how to write it. If that will be a 3 marks question, you need to properly write how to perform it. So all the steps are also given right there. Yeah? Okay, next question. Question number 8. Easy peasy as well. Why that's easy peasy? Come on. You have to answer this one. You have to answer this one with me. Suggest separating techniques one would need to employ to separate the following mixture. Number 1. Mercury and water. Very easy. What's that? I have mercury, which is a liquid, and water, not miscible into water. So definitely I can use separating funnel for the same. What I can use? Separating funnel for the same. And water will be lighter as compared to mercury. Mercury is a bit heavy and I can separate the two. Yeah. Let's move to the next one. That is B part. Potassium chloride and ammonium chloride. Potassium chloride is a salt and ammonium chloride is also a salt. But if you remember from the very first chapter itself, ammonium chloride is a kind of salt that is sublimable in nature and can show sublimation, the solid that can directly convert to vapors. So when I have this mixture, I'll heat it by putting an inverting funnel over it and putting a cotton plug in the inverted funnel as well. My ammonium chloride starts sublimating, starts converting to vapors, and I want it to go out, but cotton plug is there. When I switch off the burner now, I'll see the particle of my ammonium chloride condense down and going to deposit over the inverted funnel, and I can separate my ammonium chloride from KCl. That's not something that can convert to vapors easily. Okay, so this is the one. That's answer. I hope that's matching with your answer too, and there must be no confusion. Let's see the C part. Common salt, water and sand. Very, very easy. You know that common salt is dissolved, able to be soluble in water but not sand. So first of all, I'll use a filter paper. I'll use a technique called as filtration. Filtration helps to separate the sand from common salt and water. Now I have common salt and water. We can use evaporation also, but I told you evaporation is something that might not give us the pure substance, pure salt. So I can use crystallization as well. That's a better method. Crystallization is a better method. I told you why so. Okay, let's see the D part. D part is kerosene oil, water and salt. Again, for the first thing, kerosene oil, water, separating funnel I can use. So first of all, and salt is something that's dissolved in water. So when I'm having it in separating funnel, what will happen? My water and salt mixture will separate it from my kerosene oil. Now, I'll take the water and salt mixture, and again, either I'll prefer evaporation to evaporate water. Otherwise, I can use crystallization also to get my pure salt. That's what is written also. As I said, all the answer is here. You can see it and can write it down as well. You can download the file also from the description box. There will be a link given for the PDF of the same. Okay, let's have question number 9. It's like separating funnel, it's like distillation, all of the separating techniques OP. But trust me, separating techniques are very much important in this chapter as matter round is pure, so you can't miss it. Question number 9 is fractional distillation is suitable for separation of miscible liquids with a boiling point difference of about 25 Kelvin or less. I told you when the difference in the boiling point is less than 25 degrees Celsius or Kelvin, we will prefer fractionating distillation, fractional distillation. What part of fractional distillation apparatus makes it efficient and possess an advantage over a simple distillation process? I think I told you the entire apparatus is same. It's just one extra thing that is going to be added into fractional distillation called as a fractionating column. I'll show you. This is it. This part is extra. I'll take some other color that's visible here. Okay. This part is extra. This is distillation flask, same. This is water condenser, same. We need it because water must flow into the same so that it can condense down the vapor due to its cold temperature. The vapors will condense down, convert to liquid, and we can collect it here. Now the only point to use the fractionating column is fractionating columns are carrying glass beads into it. Glass beads into it, and the function of glass beads is when we heat the solution, when we heat the mixture, the substances having lower boiling point starts coming out, starts converting to vapor and reach there, but the substances having a bit higher boiling point, but the boiling point difference is not that much, can also interfere. Means suppose my alcohol is there with 78-degree boiling point, the alcohol vapor starts rising, but water is like at 78 degree also I can evaporate a bit. So even water vapor starts traveling into vapors and starts passing from the same substance and can mix with the same. So fractionating column carrying glass beads will do what? Glass beads will provide their surface area around it for the condensation. So even when water vapor starts rising and want to mix with the alcohol vapors, they're like, as soon as they reach to the lower column, they'll condense down, they'll cool down and come back to the solution. And only alcohol vapor can make it to the top, and these vapors will pass through the water condenser, will condense down, will convert to liquid and can collect over there. Okay, so that's the function of glass beads, to provide its surface area for condensation so that the other liquid will not participate and mix with the substances having low boiling point. I think it's pretty much clear. You can write it down too. So let's move to this question. Again, this is very easy peasy. A child wanted to separate the mixture of dyes constituting a sample of ink, something that I told you. He marked a line by the ink on the filter paper and placed the filter paper in a glass containing water as shown in figure. I can draw it for you guys, but trust me, I am not a good person to draw. Like, I am bad at it. So he took here water in the tank in my container. The child took a filter paper having a spot of ink over it, dried it and put inside it, and that was hanged by a glass rod. Okay, you can do something, you can take tape, sellotape and all, and you can hang it over there. Now, the filter paper was removed when the water moved near the top of the filter paper. You know that water is a solvent and that can be moved with the paper. I say absorbed by the paper. So water starts rising on the paper because that can be absorbed by the paper having a kind of adhesive force, a force that can hold two substances together. So water starts rising from the filter paper, on the filter paper, but as soon as it touches to the point of ink, the ink containing different colored components can also separate it out due to difference in their solubility with water. Suppose I have raised the water till this point, okay, and we'd be able to see different color spots on the paper depending upon their solubility. Suppose one is here, one is here, one is here, and so on. Now it's asking, what would you expect to see if the ink contained three different colored components? As I told you, the component that's maximum soluble in the solvent water will rise at the highest position. The one that's minimum soluble will come at the lower position. Name the technique used by the child. It's so evident, that's nothing but chromatography. Chroma means color, graphy for graph, having a graph. So technique is nothing but chromatography. Chromatography, that's how we do it. Or you can also say paper chromatography. Suggest one more application of this technique. I think I already told you the application of chromatography to separate colored components of your ink from your flower petals, and also getting drugs from the blood sample as well. So you can use it in different ways. Make sense, students? I hope you got it. Easy peasy. So I hope you enjoyed it as well. Now you know it pretty well that how Vedantu can help you with the best possibility. This was just a trailer, master classes, and our pro classes are like on the next level. And you can attend unlimited live classes, as I told you, competition throughout the world, interactive replay with all the live quizzes that you can see, leaderboard in every session to see what and how exactly you're doing, notes of all the master teachers, doubt solving with the help of master teachers and a team of class teachers, so that no doubt will remain unanswered. 5,000 plus micro courses, you name it, you get that course, and you will be able to revise as many time as you want. Crash courses, best time to have it for your proper revision for your boards, your exam of March. So take it and see how much growth you can see in yourself. Okay, students, so how less is more? Because when you apply AGE Pro code with the link in the description box for pro classes, you just have to give 2159 for a month and 5599, that means 1866 rupees per month for your 3 months course. So isn't it like a great deal? AGE Pro will give you 20 to 31% overall discount on MRP. So just see that how much you need to pay, and do not miss it. Per session price. Great to see your growth. And Anubha Ma'am is there on Telegram. Finally, I'm in Instagram. This is like a blooper all the time. Confusion between Instagram and Telegram. Okay, it's Instagram. Chemistry.vedantu_Anubha. You can definitely follow me. And students, that's it for today. I hope you had enjoyed it. I hope some of the concept is pretty much clear now about separating techniques, like what kind of a question can come. So do not forget to reach to our target 300-350 likes. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Do not forget to share it among your friends, that how VIP series can change their life in terms of doing better. Thank you so much. This is from my side today. Hasta la vista. Take care of yourself. Happy learning.